that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
90.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down. From the gun, Vick. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Steps away to his left. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Michael Vick, 39 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted-for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Vick will look to throw on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Eagle. Go.
And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They will indeed go for it. Vic, and the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Hey, let's go! Hey, 20!
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Vic on 2nd down. This will be called off land. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Well, as part of his scouting report, and it's what we saw on tape throughout his career, Tim Brown's ability to run after making nice catches.
It's also what made him such a dynamic return man in the first decade of his NFL career. You know, he still holds the rookie record going way back for all-purpose yards, 2,317.
And boy, was he a dynamic punt returner at Notre Dame. One of the best that played in college football.
Won the Heisman Trophy as a Golden Domer in '87. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Eagle.
Vic to the air again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They stop them for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd down, Vic. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hey, let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They just get the play off. Now Vic. And he checks this one down to Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a pitch out to Williams. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will run. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Vic operating on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Line. 300. Right 20.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Right 90.
Here's Vic. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down.
Hey, 52. Quick.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Right 20. Go.
Vic now. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hey, let's go.
They come out here in the eye. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Vic on the sneak, and this will be a touchdown. Michael Vick taking it in. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Williams. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, Vick. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Vick readies to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones. 46 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Michael Vick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now here's Vick. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
I 20.
Vick to throw it. And he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing, Vic. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Gold is able to put it. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, Vic. Smith catches left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, let's go! Tip! Alpha, alpha!
Now a second down throw for Vic. And now he'll tuck it and run. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They come out here in the eye. On the toss, here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Vick. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. And I guess, partner, you call that a covered sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Eagle. Line. 300.
They will indeed go for it. Vick. And he's going to go down again. C.J. Mosley in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, Vick. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough? Excellent
question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Vick on 2nd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Pro Bowl end to Marcus Ware there to take him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And this one is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
By 90, by 20.
On 2nd down, Vick again. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And now back out comes the offense. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, that's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Vic to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that quick cut on the slant. And
this is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense. Well, as always,